Professional bull riding in Omaha this week, and a chance to see some of the superstars and the emerging talents.
And of course, the sport's most famous bucking bulls in a showdown of man versus beast. We are one of 25 cities across the country hosting the PBR's BlueDEF Tour.
That's right. Here this morning, bull rider Cody Ford and PBR announcer Scott Grover. Good to see both of you this morning.
Appreciate
you having us here.
We're glad to have you in Omaha.
Yeah. It's fun. I went to this event last year. It was a great time. The kids loved it too.
Yes,
the BlueDEF Tour, it's an expansion tour kind of for the PBR.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know, like it's like a building system, you know, to let bulls, riders, you know, everybody come and we're trying to make it to the Built Ford Tough Series. There's some guys like myself that have been there, have got hurt, and trying to make our way back. Young guys, you know, 18 years old, Keyshawn Whitehorse, trying to make their way up. It's just, they're great events to go to for us, you know, trying to make a living.
So like in golf, we had an event here for years and years that was for the web.com tour. And so those were the guys who were going up to it's the same idea.
Yeah, we're trying to make our way to the Built Ford Tough Series.
But there's not really much of a difference. I mean, there's not much difference in the talent level between the two, to be honest.
You know, you'll see guys like myself that have made the World Finals. You know, there's other guys, Sean Willingham, you know, Josh Fairclough, lots of guys that you've seen on TV week in and week out.
Now look at this, Cody. Okay, first of all, you know, when I hurt my back bending over to tie my shoes. You must have a heck of a chiropractor to be able to do this stuff.
You know, I actually don't go to the chiropractor because I go the next weekend and do the same thing. So
have you ever been
just
hurt?
Snaps you right back into place.
Cody, I mean, if you size up your injury history, what's been the worst?
I separated my pelvis in 2012.
How do you recover from that? Is it surgery?
Took a while. No, I just got a little pin in there and just
put a pin in and call it a day.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, your job as announcer is a little less dangerous.
It's nothing like that.
Describe the format of the competition. We've got 2 nights, which is a little bit, it's like, you know, sometimes it's just one night, you go and it's over. We have 2 here.
Yeah, there's 2 nights in Omaha, and tomorrow night will actually be a bull competition as well with the American Buck and Bull Incorporated. We'll see the top 3- and 4-year-old bulls in the entire country that'll be here. You know, it's 40 of the best bull riders in the world. They're all going to ride on Friday night. They're all going to ride again on Saturday night, and then on Saturday with the top 10 scores from the weekend will come back to the championship round, and that'll be we'll find out who the Omaha champion will be.
Wow, that's cool. I want to ask you guys, Scott, I know you grew up a couple hours away from here, south of Fairbury, on the Kansas side. How'd you get into this?
I went to school in Beatrice, Nebraska, and when I grew up, I always wanted to be a cowboy. That was all I ever wanted to do. But my parents didn't really live that kind of lifestyle. So when I went to college, I mouthed off to a lady and told her I thought the announcer was terrible. And I got a job the next week because he got sick. And to say the least, I've been busy ever since. So my mouth got me in trouble. My mouth got me a job.
It kept you employed,
and
too.
It's kept me employed.
What about you, Cody? You're from Oregon. How'd you get into it?
Since I was 10 years old, that's the first time I can remember I wanted to be a bull rider, and I've spent the last 17 years doing that.
I don't think about bull riding in Oregon in the same sense. Are you from a rural part of the state?
Yeah, where I live is we call it the high desert. We can go to the mountains. We can go, you know, farming, you know, all kinds of stuff around there. And we actually, like you said, you don't think of it being as a bull riding or a rodeo. We got more rodeos and bull riding than, you know, any place else and I can think of. To tell you the truth, yeah.
Well,
it's everywhere.
Why do you do it? It's not because it's easy.
I don't want a real job. Like, I don't know. I always wanted to be a bull rider, and bull riding's gave me everything I've ever had. I've got to go to Brazil, to Mexico, to Australia, Canada, all these places that I probably wouldn't go to without bull riding, and the PBR sent me everywhere.
Listen, we had pretty good seats last year when I came to see this event, but Saturday night you have something called the Elite Seats, right? What's this all about?
You can, actually, it's Friday night too. You can buy
only Saturday.
Just Saturday?
Only Saturday here. But what you get is you get a ticket, you get the best seats in the house, and on top of that, you get a backstage tour with either myself or our PBR entertainer. And that's a couple hours before the show. We'll take you back to meet the bulls. We'll meet some riders, show you the equipment, and really give you an on the dirt sense of what we do.
Something that a normal fan in the stands is not going to see. They'll get to see behind, you know, they'll be this close to a bull.
It's the VIP experience.
Yeah,
You just call it the Elite Seats.
Yeah.
So how do our viewers get those tickets?
They're available at the box office. All you got to do is when you log on, just go and find the Elite Seat ticket, purchase it,
and treat me
bring
like
your family.
gold.
We'll show you that information in a second. But Cody, I got to ask you, what's it like traveling with all these guys? All you cowboys, all you bull riders out taking on these
Get
cities.
rowdy. Is it like the movie?
like the movies?
That's the best part of our sport, you know. I guarantee you Peyton Manning doesn't sit down with Tom Brady for breakfast or go out and go have beers with him. It just doesn't, you know, we're not against anybody here. We're all buddies. We travel together. It's a whole family of, you know, 100 guys going all the time all over the place, and yeah, it gets a little rowdy sometimes. We have a good time.
I just picture you guys sitting you go find the local country bar with the big, you know, 22-ounce things, and you guys are just having a great time after the competition, or what?
You would be surprised at some of the stuff that we get ourselves into.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Now we're getting to the good stuff, and the segment's over.
Like we spent a month out on the East Coast, and
Nobody got arrested,
we're
did they?
not. Nope, no one got arrested.
Good.
There was a couple times that was close, but we, you know,
Listen, Cody, you keep your nose clean.
they
here in
don't
Omaha.
see cowboys out there.
We
Right.
love having you guys in Omaha. The
we
PBR
love it
BlueDEF
here.
Tour, Friday and Saturday nights at the CenturyLink Center. And if you want to get tickets, there's one place to do it through Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster.com is a website.
I can just see some of those California guys in the bar saying, "Who do these guys think they are with those cowboy hats on?"
Oh, you have no idea.
Cody, thanks a lot.
Cody,
Thanks,
such
guys.
Have a great
pleasure.
weekend, all right? Still
Thank
ahead.
you.
Give